Hey YouTube, my name is Devin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my October wrap-up video, and in October I read 5 books. 3 of them were novels, 1 of them was a graphic novel, and 1 of them was an epic poem. So I did a pretty good job of mixing it up this last month. Also, I do have a cold right now. I sound a little bit funky, but we're going to ignore that and we're just going to get into the video. The first book I read this October was Strength in What Remains by Tracy Kidder. This was a book that I read for English class. This book is a little bit violent if you're really faint of heart. I don't know if you would like this book. It can be pretty graphic. Some of the visuals in this book and the descriptions are pretty gory, so just keep that in mind. This was a wonderful book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I definitely recommend it if you are interested in the African or Rwandan genocides and you like memoirs. The next book I read in October was The Martian by Andy Weir, and I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend this book if you like sci-fi. Even if you don't like sci-fi, I just recommend this book to everybody. This book, you probably already know, is about Mark Watney, who is an astronaut on the Ares 3 mission to Mars, and while his team is on Mars, there is a dust storm and he gets left behind on Mars and his team is forced to evacuate. So he is literally left all alone on Mars and he has to survive. I have a full book and movie review of this book, and I will link that down below if you want to know more. Long story short, you should read this book. It's awesome. The next book I read was The Home for Wayward Supermodels by Pamela Satrin. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. It was really good. Honestly, I picked this book up just because I had finished reading those other 2 books I just talked about, and they were both pretty dense books and like thought-provoking books, and I wanted to read something that I wasn't going to have to think about. I wanted to read something contemporary and something that was just going to be easy to read and it wasn't going to make me think too much, and this book was perfect for that. This book is all about a girl named Amanda who is from Wisconsin. She and her mom go on vacation to New York City and she is offered a modeling contract. Next, I read Infidel by Ted Dekker, and this is volume 2 of the Lost Books series. And I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. The main character's name is Jonas, and he, along with 3 other Forest Guard recruits, are on a mission to find the 7 lost books of history, and it's all about them trying to find these books and fighting what is called the Horde. I really only gave this book 4 stars because it is based on the actual books. The Lost Books is an actual novel series, and so sometimes these condensed versions can be kind of hard to follow. So that's the only reason I docked a point. The last book I read in October was Beowulf, translated by Burton Raffel, and I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I had to read this book for school for my English class, and we only read about the first half of the book, but I decided to finish the second half on my own just so that I could read the whole thing, and I didn't want to read just half of the book because I liked it well enough that I thought it would be worth it to finish it. This is an epic poem, and it is originally written in Old English, but it's translated into more modern day language by Burton Raffel. Our main character's name in this is obviously Beowulf, and he is the strongest, he is the best fighter in the entire world, and this town is being attacked by this monster named Grendel, and Beowulf is called upon by the king of this city, and he is asked to defeat this evil beast Grendel. And so it is all about Beowulf and him fighting some awesome monsters. This isn't something that I would just pick up and read for fun on any given day, but I appreciate classics for what they are and how they've stood the test of time. You hear Beowulf and pretty much everybody's heard of it. Somebody wrote this, and then their story, however many years later, thousands of years later, is just still being told, and it's still being read and appreciated. Maybe I'm just nerdy, I don't know, but yes, Beowulf, good book, I liked it. So that is my October wrap up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to be doing a November TBR just because, first of all, it is already like halfway through November and I'm just now getting to filming this video. And also, I never know what I'm going to be in the mood to read. So I can't say I'm going to read this book, and this book, because after I read the first book, I might not be in the mood for those other books. So then it would really just be me giving you a list of books I'm not actually going to read. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!